All right, what's up, guys? So we have got more observations. 5 observations, to be precise, from practice. Practice today. Practice. And it was an interesting practice. There's some things to go over for sure. I liked what I read here, but it is another day of observations and practice. The season's just around the corner, boys, so we're almost there. We are almost there. Almost there. It's going to be fun. We're going to have some game coverage. That's what I cannot wait for. I am so stoked. I am so stoked, guys. I cannot wait for that Sunday night opener. I already got my plans on what I'm going to do. Gonna fry me some hot wings. My GoDaddy fryer. Gonna do some shots. Gonna just chill out, watch the game. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. The training camp period's almost done, preseason's almost done, and it's about to get real. It's just around the corner, guys. So, almost there. Almost there, Ramley. Almost there. But today was a very interesting practice, and because the Rams had a game like scrimmage. So, basically, today, they went ahead and wanted like I just said, they had a scrimmage, but had wanted to make like a game atmosphere. So I thought that was interesting. Let's see what happened today. The LA Rams hosted an intra-squad scrimmage. Intra-squad. On Thursday in order to prepare for the September 12th matchup against the Chicago Bears at SoFi Stadium. Hell yes. LA has held the team's starters and key role players out of the preseason. Aside from the joint practices, of course, from the Dallas Cowboys and Las Vegas Raiders, both of which had quite a few brawls as well. So good to see that the team's in fighting spirit. But moving on, this figures to be a full game simulation for those who are planning to make the regular season 53-man roster. The intra-squad scrimmage is closed to the public. All right, so it was closed, but there was some tweets from several of the reporters that shed some light on what happened at the scrimmage. So, around 35 to 38 Rams have not participated in the preseason, which, barring any surprise cuts, leaves only 15 or so roster spots up for grabs. Los Angeles will take the field for their final preseason game Saturday night. Denver against the Broncos. Okay. Last chance for some of these depth guys to make their case to make this team. There is a few I would like to see make it. I will get into that a little later. But a tweet from Lindsey Theory here. The Rams are holding an intra-squad scrimmage today. I want to push these guys to try to create a game-like atmosphere. Says Sean McVay. That was a quote. He wanted to make a game-like atmosphere. Following today's scrimmage, the Rams will begin early stages of planning for the Week 1 game against the Chicago Bears. Like I just said, it's getting real. It's getting real, guys. We're almost there. Sony Michel takes the field for the first practice as a Rams running back. All right, so as you'll know, we just traded for this man yesterday amid all the injuries to our running back room. It seems freshly acquired running back Sony Michel has joined the team in LA. The Rams reportedly sent a 2022 sixth-round draft selection with a 2023 fourth-rounder to the New England Patriots in exchange for the veteran. And Michel is going to wear number 14, which is a unique number choice for a running back. I'm trying to. I gotta say, I've watched football a long time. a long time. And I don't know if I've ever seen a running back with the number 14 before. I'm really not if there is, I'm not remembering it. It is a it is a unique number for a running back to have. That is for sure. However, there's a possibility players change numbers once final cuts are made. Well, okay, perhaps I should perhaps I should have finished the sentence there, but maybe he's only wearing it because it is a practice jersey. That is a good point. That is a good point. That is a good point. But hey, who the hell knows? We'll see, huh? We'll see. We'll see soon. We shall find out soon of the mysterious number for Sony Michel. But the Rams and Pats had an interesting initial trade terms that bundled picks in exchange for an incoming comp pick. Oh, because this confused the hell out of me. Yeah, so but a change in league policy prohibits exchanging conditional comp picks. I think that was the issue, I guess, that the league had made a rule change, and what the Rams initially had for the trade wasn't allowed, so they had to work out another deal, which ultimately the Rams are going ahead and sending them a 2022 sixth rounder and then a 2023 fourth rounder for Michelle after revisiting initial terms. So the Rams give up a sixth round pick for next year's draft, and then a fourth rounder for the following year's draft. All in all, I still think the trade is solid. I still think it's solid. I'm cool with it. Didn't feel like we got fleeced. I feel like we got hopefully a pretty good player. I know he's injury prone, and I feel like as Rams fans we should really already know how this story is going to play out. But I'm actually, because we just went through it with Todd Gurley, but ultimately, I mean, Sony Michel, I feel like he's going to be just a 1 year rental. So if anything bad were to happen, we're not like tied to him long term. So it, there's that. It's like a silver lining, you know. And the guy is good. The guy is a good football player, you know. So I think if they uh, use him in a pitch count, so to say, like a running back by committee approach, I feel like that would be the best course for him. Though I'm hearing he might be getting first team reps because I don't know what's going on with Daryl, but we just I don't know. They may want to put Daryl on a pitch count and just play Sony Michel. We'll see, man. I don't know, but it is a interesting thing to keep an eye out as the season approaches. But continuing on, there he is, number 14. Rookie cornerback Robert Michel's returning, getting healthy again. That's good. He sustained a wrist injury, early in training camp, but now he seems to be on the mend and could play a key role on special teams. See, it says here, cornerback Robert Rochelle still has a protective cast, but it is officially out of the club today. Nice. And not in a non-contact jersey, so his workload will increase. That's good. I've heard good things out of him. I heard he's playing well. He even apparently got a pick with the cast on his hand, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. I mean, it's pretty impressive. So I'm excited about him. I'm excited. I feel like He's going to be a good, solid depth cornerback that we'll see, like in crucial points in the game, just like for the other team. It's like he's going to magically appear. Like, what? Who just picked us off on this third and long in like the third quarter? Well, that would be Robert Rochelle, sir. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of those moments. So excited to see how he goes, how he performs. Excuse me. Terrell Lewis, Edge Terrell Lewis stood out in this scrimmage today, and while continuing with the article here, while edge rushers Chris Garrett and Justin Lawler have both had excellent performances in the preseason, Terrell Lewis did not participate because of a lingering knee issue. With final cuts looming, Lewis had joined the team on the practice field and is looking to make the most of his opportunities. The former third-round selection is a high-end athlete and flashed potential at times last season. However, it remains to be seen if Lewis can remain healthy and become a reliable contributor at outside linebacker. Miss Jordan Rodriguez here says Terrell Lewis is flat out getting after it today. Run and pass downs, good for him. Just his second or so day back in a while. And here, see, here's the thing. The key word in this is it's his second day or so back in a while. I don't want to sound mean, but it's just I've heard good things about heard he's a really good athlete. He was really good in college, but he has had injury problems since day one. Since day one of getting here. And that's not his fault. I don't it's just I know it's not your fault, Terrell. Yeah, I know you don't want to get injured, but unfortunately it just seems like that the knee's just becoming a bit of a problem for you as far as getting on the field for us. And you can be the most talented player in the world, but if you're not playing, then you're not much use. You know what I mean, in terms of being a on-field presence. And when I see that, and when I see guys like Justin Lawler, who to be fair had some injury issues himself, but has come back with a vengeance and is performing so well. Did he even play in the Raiders game? I actually can't remember. I think he did for a few plays or so. But I feel like he performed so well in that first preseason game against the Chargers that the Rams were like, all right, yeah, he's making the team. Let's go ahead and cut his reps out at these preseason games down by like a lot. So I feel like he's going to be good for sure. And then this man right here, Chris Garrett. He looks so good against the Raiders. 7th round pick, I want to say, out of a very small school, Concordia, I believe it was. But there he was like the best edge rusher in like the entire division or where he was at. And he's kind of quietly been making some noise. And to see him just completely annihilate that Raiders quarterback. I think it was his second sack. I don't know if they actually counted it, but he completely annihilated him. And then the whole sideline went crazy. The camera like shifted and showed like Aaron Donald, Sebastian Joseph Day, and a few other of the defenders just going nuts because he made that big play. He seems to be well liked in the locker room, and he seems to somewhat have the respect of some of these veteran guys like Aaron Donald, and it seems like he's coming on really strong to the point where if you put him on the practice squad, you're never going to see him again. Someone's going to scoop him up. So, I want to see how much he plays in against the Broncos this Saturday, and that will tell a lot. But depending on how he performs, I want him to make the team. I really do. And going all the way back to Terrell here, I know he did well in today's practice, but I feel like Chris Garrett may be taking his spot. I feel like taking his spot on the 53-man roster. I think they put Terrell Lewis on the practice squad, and to Terrell, look, dude, I'm sorry, man. I just it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's just the business. I just don't. I just feel like Chris Garrett's gonna take his spot, unfortunately. But moving on. Notable play-by-play action. Cooper Kupp, wide receiver Cooper Kupp, seems to be a favorite of Matthew Stafford's, which does not surprise me in the slightest. Cooper Kupp was a favorite of Jared Goff's as well. He is very reliable, very smart, and a good, solid receiver. Sure-handed. He has dropped a few, but he is mostly sure-handed. Uh, let's see. With the first team offense working against the second team defense, Kupp collected a deep pass from Stafford. Glad to see that. We need to attack deep. I have been starving for that for several years. Really, more so in recent years because our previous quarterback just wouldn't do it. So I'm very, very excited to see us attack, go on the offensive with these touchdowns, man. I want to see our offense just explode this year, man. So good to see that. Offense wanted that one bad. Wait. Okay, loads of self-created space around the catch point. Offense wanted that one bad. Lord, I can't read. Okay. That one bad after a couple misses on the drive. There we go. Okay. The most recent reports indicate Kenny Young is the favorite to take the most snaps at inside linebacker early in the season. The starting duo seems to be what these guys seem to believe is Kenny Young and Troy Reeder. But Reeder is likely going to be replaced by an extra defensive back in a certain sub package. In passing situations, Young is a rangy and athletic linebacker that can play sideline to sideline. Not sure how I feel about that yet. Kenny Young is pretty athletic, yes. He didn't wow me in run defense, though. That is a big concern of mine. And once again, they're using one linebacker. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. He is a good athlete, Kenny Young and Troy Reed. I suppose it should be obvious that they're probably going to be the ones to start. But but here's the thing, though. I do think Ernest Jones is going to be starting sooner rather than later, and it wouldn't surprise me to see him get a lot of playing time and to possibly be our starting Mike linebacker sometime this season. Like I said, sooner rather than later. And yeah, the linebackers are interesting. We'll have to see how that goes. So, but he did have a nice pass breakup against Wolford earlier today. Him and Jordan Fuller, according to Stu Jackson here. And he says he really liked Kenny Young's energy and activity today. Hasn't been just today that he's shown a lot of both, of course. He's been moving around and vocal. Okay. All right. All right, well, that's good to hear. Okay. Van Jefferson seems to be continuing his streak of solid plays in practice. One of the lingering questions for the Rams on offense will be the target distribution between Van Jefferson and Deshaun Jackson as the third and fourth wide receivers. If Jefferson can play a significant role this season, LA should be able to manage Jackson. Give him on a pitch count. And I'm interested to see what they do with that too, because I know Deshaun's had his injury history as well. He might need to be regulated on a pitch count, like Daryl Henderson, like Sony Michel, like a lot of guys on our team, unfortunately. But I feel like football is a physical game; it tends to happen. You get hurt. These dudes are really big, man. I remember going to the actual anytime I go to the actual games, I'm amazed at how big these guys are. So I would imagine being struck when they're wearing pads and when they're going full force and they smack you, it probably hurts. So I mean, yes, injuries will happen. So I don't have a problem with pitch counts is what I am getting at. Stafford also completed a touchdown pass to veteran tight end Tyler Higbee against what appears to be starting corner Darius Williams, who was wearing number 11. Ooh, we got a video too. Let's get into it. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, so clean. Oh, look at that. Okay. Simple over the middle to Higbee. Darius, well, boy, he beat Darius pretty good. I don't know if Darius was going 100% on that play. Don't know if he was. That's a pretty wide gap, Darius. You got to tighten that up a little bit. Higbee is super athletic, though, and he's been such a good player for us too. I'm very excited that he's still with us, and I'm very excited to see because I think he's going to be a key contributor as well. Like I use Higbee a lot when I play Madden, like a lot. I throw the ball to him a lot, so he is pretty reliable. So yeah, okay. Sony Michelle says he was surprised. Ashawn Robert injury news. That's what I'm kind of wanting to see. So okay, so I read this, man. The reporters at so, oh my god. Okay, so we had a reporter or some reporters ask Aaron Donald, uh, in quotes here, any particular memory of Sony Michelle from the Super Bowl. Sony Michelle, of course, being the running back for the Patriots back in 2018, the year we played them in the Super Bowl and lost. So, uh, yeah. And these reporters wanted to go ahead and ask Aaron Donald about it, and Aaron Donald goes, "I don't want to talk about it." LOL. Yeah, I would imagine not. So I don't know why I don't know who the hell thought that it would be funny to ask that. I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking there. Oh my god, dude. But moving on, head coach Sean McVay also chimed in on the trade news for the first time. Both McVay and general manager Les Snead had complimented Michelle's history performance in big games. The coach's comments further support the idea that Daryl Henderson and Michelle will work in tandem with young players. Jake Funk and Xavier Jones also expected to contribute at times on offense, in addition to their roles on special teams. Sean McVay on Sony Michel. These are some quotes. He said he wanted to make sure that we got somebody else that played in big time games. He certainly has done that. The next quote here, Daryl's still going to have a very big role. Doesn't really change the outlook for him. I don't doubt it. Dude just gets injured. So, again, not your fault, Daryl. It's just how things are. So that's why we got him. And let's see. Sean McVay continues. I've been really pleased with what Jake Funk has been doing over the past few weeks and what he did today as well. So Sean is liking what he sees from Jake Funk. I'm happy to hear that. He is someone I think that Sean's going to integrate in the offense. I think this quote right here kind of gives weight to that statement. I'm very excited to see. I've heard he's done very well. I'm interested to see. I feel like he's going to do good. Him and Jacob Harris, man, for our offense. So can't wait to see that. McVay also shared the unfortunate news that veteran defensive tackle A'Shawn Robinson has suffered a knee injury and will miss a few weeks. This plus the availability for week 1 is in question as we are currently 2.5 weeks out. Oh. All right. He's going to be out for a few weeks. He's going to undergo a minor knee procedure. Whew, man. We definitely got hit with the injury bug this year, boys. My goodness. Boys and girls. Any of the girls out there, but yeah. That stinks. That stinks a lot because I am we really need our defense to perform. So, and we need our defense to stop the run. And he was going to be a key piece in our run defense. And the fact that we're using only one linebacker a lot of the time puts a lot of the pressure on stopping the run on the defensive line. And him being a key role in the middle was going to help us. But the fact that he's gone is going to definitely leave a big hole there. So we shall see how they adapt. Also seems another defensive starter could miss some time due to injury. Obo and has been reportedly been dealing with a shoulder stinger, and the team is continuing to monitor the situation. Obo is still experiencing some issues, McVay said. They are related to his shoulder. Unlike yesterday, McVay indicated there could be some cause for concern, but said he isn't ready to escalate the diagnosis of the situation yet. And Obo and Terrell, they both have the same kind of profile pretty much. They're both very athletic. They're both solid players in college, but both just cannot stay healthy, man. I know that's not your fault, but dang, it's just if you can't get on the field, then we're just not able to use you. And when you have guys like Chris Garrett and Justin Lawler performing so well, I mean, this year might be the year, man. They get cut from the team, so we'll see what happens. It's going to be interesting. I'm interested to see how that unfolds because outside linebacker is dang important. And after watching Chris Garrett just completely obliterate that Raiders quarterback on Saturday night, I feel like he has to make it. So if we have to give up Terrell and Obo, cutting players suck. I don't like it, but we got to do what we got to do, man. We need the best players out there that will stay healthy. We have enough injuries already. We we need to put together our best team because we gotta get it this year. I'm like so hyped for this, y'all. I am so hyped for this season, y'all. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But I'm gonna stop rambling there, and I'm gonna cut it off here. So I will see you guys on the next video, right? And all as Lord have mercy, and as always, and yes, I do mean always, to the end of time, go Rams, baby. Go Rams. Season's just around the corner. We're gonna get it. I got good vibes this year, y'all. Good vibes. Go Rams.